Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Smith, in your testimony, you stated that you are deeply sorry that this event occurred and that you and Equifax leadership team have worked tirelessly over the last 2 months to make things right. However, according to an article in Fortune magazine published on September 26, you're retiring with a payday worth as much as $90 million. So my question to you, sir, do you believe it is right for you to walk away with a payday worth $90 million when the lives of more than 145 million hard-working Americans have been potentially compromised?
Congresswoman, one, again, I do deeply apologize for the breach of those American consumers. I've heard of this article. I can't reconcile that number. Let me be very clear.
How much are you getting on your retirement?
If I may. When I retired, I did announce my retirement, and at that time, so I also told the board back in early September, mid-September, that I would not take a bonus going forward. I also told the board that I would be advisor, unpaid, helping the board and helping the management team for as long, and I asked for nothing beyond what was disclosed in the proxy, and that is a pension that I've accumulated over my career, and that is some equity that I've earned in the past.
So you told the ranking member that you are here in your capacity as an advisor to Equifax now.
Unpaid.
Okay. And so are you advising Equifax to set up a compensation fund for impacted consumers to help them rebuild their lives?
Congresswoman, the advice I gave to the board and the management has been followed, and that was to offer 5 free services for 1 year, followed by the ability to lock and prevent identity theft against our credit file.
But that's not a compensation fund.
Correct.
So, Mr. Smith, as ranking member of the House Small Business Committee, I am concerned about the impact this historic breach will have on our country's 29 million small businesses. As you know, the availability of business credit is often inextricably tied to owners' personal credit score. Last week, Senator Shaheen and I wrote a letter requesting information about Equifax efforts to help small business clients, but we haven't received any response. So what steps is Equifax taking to educate small businesses and what it means for their businesses?
Congresswoman, I understand the question. If we've not responded to your letter, I'll make sure that the company does respond in writing to your request. Specifically to your question, however, if a small business man or woman was also the proprietor of that company as an individual, they would be covered by what we're doing for them going forward, offering this free lock product for life. Number 2, to clarify, if I may, small businesses in America are very important customers of ours.
I know all that.
And we have told them and others through different functions that they have not been compromised. The data we have on small businesses was not compromised.
They were not compromised.
If you are an individual, again, as I said, as a proprietor, you're covered by the services we're offering for free. The small business database that we manage was not compromised.
So let me ask you, how is Equifax working with lenders to establish a safe way to check credit score for borrowers seeking a small business loan?
Again, Congresswoman, if you are a proprietor of that small business and you have the ability to access all the free services that we just discussed.
So this past Monday, it was announced that approximately 2.5 million additional U.S. consumers have been potentially impacted by the breach. Can you assure us that there will be not more discovery of even more consumers who have been potentially impacted as a result of this breach?
It's my understanding that the press release that came out from the company on Monday not only said 2.5 million consumers were impacted additionally, but also that the forensic review by mandate was now complete.
Time is